I can think back to a guy back in college who I briefly knew from high school that was in my econ class. It sounds petty now, but he made fun of my faith behind my back to a mutual friend. To him, I was affectionately known as a religious bleep. Let you fill in the blank. The last thing I wanted to do was to love him. In fact, I'd walk into econ class thinking, I'll show you what a religious bleep really is. Just being honest, I never did. But here's a difficult truth I have learned in my few years here on earth. That one of the hardest yet most courageous things I'll ever do is choose to love someone I don't feel like I have the capacity to love, or if I'm being really honest with you, just don't want the capacity to love. I've seen this tension play out in my life in a bunch of different ways. An easy way to get me worked up? Social media. Especially with how polarizing the past couple of years have been. I can't tell you how many times I've come across a post on social media from a friend or a family member that I just flat out disagree with. I get so frustrated, write them off, and then start warming up my thumbs for a response, only to be stopped by my wise wife, Julie. She either stops me or filters my response 100% of the time. There are people in my life that have hurt me and betrayed my trust, and if I'm being honest, I want nothing to do with them. There are people I know that have hurt those I love, and my Papa Bear is ready to rumble. I know I'm not alone on this one, which is why what Jesus said in the Sermon on the Mount is so challenging. He said, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Leave it to Jesus to take it a step further. Love, not just people you don't like, love your enemies. And then not just love them, pray for those that oppose you for your faith. This is difficult. Scary, maybe even just doesn't seem really fair. But then I remember that I was once an enemy of God, and Jesus' love brought me close. Love might look like not giving up on them, even if you completely disagree with the decision they make or a lifestyle they lead. It might look like forgiving someone who hurt you or being kind to someone that is annoying, needy, and selfish. I'm confident that if we are willing, the Spirit of God gave us will give us the courage to love no matter who we face. And it could look like a million different ways, but what I know for sure is that when we let our love take the lead in Jesus' name, the light of Jesus shines. God gets the glory, and His kingdom is built here as it is in heaven.